Hey guys, it's Joe the Android Guy. Sometimes it's nice to get notifications on our smartphones or our tablets, but a lot of us spend quite a bit of our time sitting in front of our desktop or laptop computers. Wouldn't it be nice if we got those same notifications instead of on our small screen, but on our big screen? You can with this app. I'll show you how. So the app that I'm going to show you today is called Desk Notifier. You can see I've got it connected right here. There's also an icon for it up in the status bar. I'm going to go ahead and open that up, and you'll see my settings. This is a two-part solution. There's a part that runs on your smartphone or tablet and another that runs on your desktop PC. I'll show you that in just a moment. You can see here I've got an option to stop the service, so it's going to essentially stop doing what you want it to do, which is notify you. You can test it. I'll show you that in just a moment. That's where that test is going to be coming from. And then you've got some accessibility settings. Let's jump in there. Now this lets you essentially show some third-party events, if you will. An awful lot of stuff that you can do in here. Just leave it at default and we'll be good. Now let me clarify. These are the default accessibility settings. This is the new one added by the Desk Notifier app itself. It adds itself as an accessibility service so that it can expose some of these notification events through, well, your accessibility service. You can turn that on or you can turn that off. Just very simply right there. Of course, you should probably have it on to make it work properly. Auto start, you want this thing to start automatically when you turn on your phone or your tablet. Make sure that's checked. Show a notification bar, that's that little circled eye. If I don't want to see that up in the status bar, I can tap and you'll notice that that just went away. I can donate if I want to give money to this app developer. Now also you've got the current version. This is version 1.1.0, and then you've got your Wi-Fi state. That's somewhat important because we're going to use that on the desktop side as well. So that's really all there is to it. Once that's all set up, you're good to go. You do need to note this IP address or connect via another way that we'll mention. So let's get right to the desktop side. All right, guys, so what we're looking at right now is my desktop. I've gone ahead and installed the desktop version of Desk Notifier, and we can see that right over here, Desk Notifier. We've got three icons, a link to their website, a link to their uninstaller, and then the program itself. Let's go ahead and fire that up. And you can notice right down here I have it running and it's successfully connected via Wi-Fi. So remember what I was talking about, the Wi-Fi setting? Let's go ahead and open this up. Go to connection settings. And right over here you can see I've selected Wi-Fi. My other option is USB. We'll leave it on Wi-Fi, but I'll talk about the settings for both. First of all, Wi-Fi, since that's how we're connected, we have to type in the phone's IP address. Now this is a local IP, a 192.168. I just basically got that right from the app itself, plugged it right in, and hit OK. We were done. The other way you can go about doing this is over USB. If you've connected your device to your USB port and you have ADB installed, that comes with the Android SDK, and you have all of the drivers set up and working properly, and you're pointed it to the right path, then you can use USB. It seems like an awful lot of work, but if you want to do it that way, you can. One of the things that's missing here is a Bluetooth. If I have Bluetooth on this computer, I have Bluetooth on my phone, why can't I pair the two with Bluetooth? It seems like that would be a lot easier than Wi-Fi or ADB over USB, but I digress. So we'll go ahead and say OK. Now we'll just go ahead and work on this. So here we are. This is Pocket now. Ooh, look, Launcher Wars. Open that up. Now what I'm going to do is over on my phone, I'm going to launch Desktop Notifier. And now I'm going to send a test. And right there you notice I've got a test notification. We'll send another one and another one. And another one, basically a whole bunch. Now anytime I get any kind of status or notification update, I'm going to get an update right there in my notification tray. That's great if I get, say, a Gmail or a text message. It's going to pop up there. Where it's not so great, let me go ahead over on the phone and fire up ROM Manager. And I'm going to tell it, hey, I want to check for a ROM update. Oh, look at that. Update available. That popped up. It's great. I'll say OK. And now you'll see, status update. I'm going to be getting CyanogenMod 9, 2012-05-30. Now, as soon as you start seeing that the progress start to increase on your phone, you'll notice I'm going to get a new status indicator update for every percentage. Let's see if we can get that to pop up. If you've got a really fast download, you're going to see a lot of those. It's going to fill up your whole screen from the bottom all the way up to the top. It's ridiculous how much you're going to get. And honestly, you're probably going to want to turn off Desk Notifier when you are getting your CyanogenMod updates. There you see I got an incremental update. Now, I don't know if this is a weird way that CyanogenMod is doing things or if it's the way that Desk Notifier is doing things, but it's really, really annoying. And this is a slow download, so I'm just getting one at a time, but I've seen them stacked up all the way to the top and beyond. So overall, very cool. Now, this is something that I'm not going to use all that often because I've got Google Voice for my voicemail and my text messages. I have Gmail for my my mail, and I get all of my notifications right there. If you're not using those, or if you don't have those set up, this is a good way to get them all integrated together and get not just those types of alerts sent directly over to your smartphone. I'm going to go ahead and turn this off quickly so we can stop hearing that sound. But overall, I think it's a great idea. I'd love to see the inclusion of Bluetooth, but I want to know what you think. Head on over to PocketNow.com and leave us some comments. For PocketNow, showing off Desk Notifier for Android, I'm Joe Levi.